Welcome to Ice Hockey UK TV in association with McDonald's. It's the second day for Great Britain women here in Maribor, Slovenia, and they are just outside, just a few metres away around the corner on the ice, which will take you to there shortly. But first of all, let's go inside the Great Britain dressing room and we'll meet one of the hardest working people on the team. John Crawley, or known to everybody as JC. If you've been involved in British ice hockey, I'm sure you know about JC. JC, hi, and good to talk to you on Ice Hockey UK TV. What about you and a tournament? Just talk us through things that you're doing now to get this squad ready and their equipment and everything they need ready for the tournament.
Well, the first day of any tournament is always the busiest day. You got to get the locker rooms, sorted out and everybody in position. So it's first day is the most difficult day, but we're nearly there.
You've been involved domestically and abroad, and we'll talk about that in a moment, but how proud are you to do this job for Great Britain, for your country?
Oh, this is great. I mean, I was over in the States, as you say, for 5 years, and when I finished doing that a couple of years back, I got on board with the Great Britain programme. Very proud to do that.
Now, you mentioned North America. One of the things you were involved in was the Senators organisation, including sometime as the NHL Ottawa Senators equipment manager. You must have some great memories of that. That's some achievement for someone from the UK.
Yeah, well, I was privileged to be part of the organisation, and they took real good care of me. It was a fantastic 5 years up there.
Wonderful. Thanks, JC. Look, we'll leave you to it because he's got a dressing room to sort. That's my NHL team, so I love this guy even more when we talk the Senators, and he occasionally sends me a few things as well. So that's great. But let's take a look now at the rest of the rink. And one thing JC's very proud of actually is just down here, and this is his homemade stick rack which he put up yesterday. As you can see, just little bits of wood, but that's fantastic. This is where the coaches, Cheryl Smith and James Ashton, will be. They're out on the ice at the moment, but they've got a little room down here. And then if you just follow me down here, this is where the very short walk to the rink is. Just be careful, Cole, as you come down this part. But it's a very narrow corridor, but it's really short as the girls come out onto the ice. And shortly we are going to speak to one of the captaincy team, and that is Leanne Ganny. She's out on the ice at the moment, but she's been named captain once again for Great Britain. But just keep following me. It's a very short walk for them, but they come out onto here. It's not the warmest of rinks, but not that will bother the girls. They're, of course, here for the first game, which gets underway tomorrow, Saturday, against Australia. I mentioned the captaincy team. Well, let's have a word with the captain, Leanne Ganny. Leanne, the second session on ice here in Slovenia, how do you think that went?
A lot better than yesterday. I mean, we've all had a good night's sleep, and it's always tough going on new ice yesterday, but I think everyone got on better today, so it's good.
Is this the big one, really? Because this is the one where it's almost the final preparations ahead of tomorrow against Australia.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the last full practice before a game is always important. I think we worked on a lot of line stuff, breakouts, etc. So morning skate tomorrow. So yeah, it was a good one today.
How's the feeling in the camp generally?
Yeah, I think it's really good. Everyone's getting on. The vibe's really good. Everyone's happy. So I think we'll take that into tomorrow, and it should be good.
Now, you've been named captain once again for this tournament. Just talk me through the feelings you get to wear that C for Great Britain.
I think that, well, the first thing is always to wear the GB shirt, and then to have the captaincy on top is a bonus, and I love leading these girls and hope the feeling's mutual, but yeah, it's really good, and they're a good bunch of girls, so make my life easy.
You mentioned a good bunch of girls. How important is a short tournament where you play 5 games in 7 days? How important is team spirit?
Oh, I think it's the biggest thing. I mean, if no one gets on off the ice, it's not going to work on the ice. So it helps with chemistry on the ice, in the dressing room, everywhere. So it's really, really important.